Hello, viewers. It's me. That's really good to see you. I hope I find you very well. Honestly, I've loved the last 2 years of being ill every 3 months, almost like it's planned. I don't need a lot to do this as a job, right? But one thing I do need is the vocal cords, okay? So when they disappear, everything goes wrong. Otherwise, I would be text-to-speeching my way through videos forever. And I did hear that if you don't upload in 5 days, you should just delete your channel now. So I thought we'd better get back on it today. Wednesday was the deadline. So regardless of how this sounds, we're back. It doesn't hurt as much. So we're good. So if you didn't know why I didn't upload for a few days, that's why. As far as the Derby save's concerned, I finished the season. We'll talk about why. See you in a moment. Run the intro. Lovely. There it is, look. Hello then, right, good to see you, welcome back. Now, we last met then, Nottingham Forest and Norwich, and I think it was pretty clear after that draw to Norwich that we were a mid-table side. That was where we were going to sit for the rest of the season. So, rather than bring you games that were, I'll put it this way, less important, I thought we'd just play through a tricky spell versus Leicester, Everton, Newcastle, beat Brighton, lose to Wolves, beat Burnley, lose to West Ham, and then beat Villa, Sheffield United and Leeds to finish 10th. Now, not only did we finish 10th, we finished 10th by some distance. We had a bit of a gap, 24 points over the relegated sides. And I say, we were always kind of safe. If you look at our past positions, you can see we sort of just meddled around this 14th to 10th place for pretty much the entire season. And we have now secured Premier League survival. So I think it's fair to say that the title tells you this. Is it below the video now? Have I just put it up in wrong? I've not uploaded for a while, I forget. We have saved Derby. And by we, I mean, well, sort of me. Mainly Tae-Young Kim, who's the chairperson, and Young Ho Kim, who's the managing director. They've been great as well. I mean, give them credit. Their money has been... Thank you very much. Yes, enjoyed it. They've given me £50 million to spend in the transfer window. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, they have. But keeping this series as saving Derby seems, well, a little bit stupid because they are saved. So, big reveal. Boom! Big reveal. Not how they do it in most places. Bang the desk. Big reveal time. Tomorrow's episode, or the next episode, hopefully tomorrow, if this stops, it's getting worse talking. I've got a bottle of water. We'll give that a go. All hydrated and loose. The series is starting again. Now, am I doing the shameless thing that other YouTubers do, where I'm calling the next episode, episode 1? Yes, I am. And you'll see through it. So I'm not going to go, oh, by the way, little surprise for tomorrow. And then you see episode 1 come out and you go, I know what he's doing. Episode 1s do bloody well, don't they? But it might be a way to re-engage a few people back into the save. But the name of that series, and I'll tell you, because you're already a part of this, we're already involved, right? I'll tell you, the name of the series will be Derby County, Strikerless, because my goal now is no longer to save Derby County. Saved, done, tick, okay? The goal now is to win the Premier League strikerless. And not only am I going to try and win it, I'm going to try and win it in 3 years. 3 years. So buckle up, viewers. I love a time limit on a YouTube series. Is that the limit before it goes to Twitch? No, it's not. 3 years. That's how long we've got to take Derby from 10th to the top. That would have been a good name for the series. So no, that will be the plan. But before we do that, we've got a whole transfer window to come. Okay, you've got so much to happen. So just be aware that when you see this series, this portion of it, the saving bit, done, saved. Again, tick. I've 2 ticks now. And we are moving into strikerless world. And that then, of course, is where this mob come in. And it's been an interesting season because we've not been strange. We're 10th. We've not quite been as good as I thought we would be. There are definitely elements of this team that have gone exactly as expected, right? Hopefully you can see this. I'll try and flip it on its head. Does it let you sort by flipping it on its head? No, it has to be 1 to 20. But we've got 43% possession, right? Way down there. Not what you'd expect at all for the amount that we do. But chances created, we didn't stay at the top of that. Manchester City, turns out, was pretty good. But second in the league in chances created. So we need to start finishing those chances, because then we give ourselves one hell of a chance. Our conversion rates are pretty high. Our shots on target percentage is pretty high. And our goals per game, 6th in the league, which again is pretty good. The conceding issue is obvious. We ended with a negative goal difference while finishing 10th, but ahead of Tottenham. I was trying to fight Manchester United this whole time. We ended up finishing ahead of Tottenham. And personnel-wise, when you compare it to what we did in the Championship, in a dominant Championship season, it's now a case of how do we translate that to becoming a dominant Premier League side, and how quickly can you increase the quality of this team? And that is where the 3-year thing, where it sounds like, oh, that's ages. It's not. I'm Derby in the Premier League. Nobody wants to play for Derby in the Premier League. So getting in high quality players that are going to move us forward quickly will be the challenge. And I've got a tycoon owner. I don't care about the money. We're spending it all the time. And he's going to go, have some more. And I'm going to go, but I've spent it. And he's going to go, have some more. And I've spent it. He's going to go, have some more. And I've spent it. And that's the way this is going to roll now. I'm excited. This is going to be easy, right? No, because what we're working with right now is not a 10th place side, right? The season preview, it looks pretty there. It says 14th. That wasn't what it was going into the season. Oh, no. And the players that we've got at our disposal, it's not that strong. Alex and Chukwuemeka are probably going to leave us as well. In terms of goal scoring, Wilfred Zaha, 14 in 29, is pretty good. And as our big signing last season, or in the summer of last year, pretty good, right? I think he's probably done the job you'd expect. But his average rating, having scored 13 more goals, is 0.05 higher than it was at Palace when they were relegated. So what is he doing in the other games? We have to try and get more out of Zaha. He loves to have one game on, about 7 off, and then he turns up again, and then I don't know how he's got so many goals. It does baffle me. Chukwuemeka got 9 as well, and he's probably not going to be allowed back from Aston Villa because he's getting quite good now. So I understand that, really. Tom Lawrence is still one of our key players, but Premier League standard, title winning standard, I'm not sure he is. Will Hughes had a pretty good year for us, all in all. Again, 5 goals, 3 assists. But the average ratings of the whole team, especially players that I was expecting more from, haven't been that good. If I highlight Diangana and Chair and Loftus-Cheek and Will Hughes and Tom Lawrence and Lukaku, right? They're players, and Zaha, of course, put him in there as well. They're all at the lower part of the average ratings. Now, you can take a lot from average ratings. The top players here, like some of them, you can kind of exclude Jamal Lascelles and Carl Darlow and Andy Carroll and Jake Clark-Salter because they've not played that much. So George Baldock, amazing season from right wing back, has definitely taken over now from Nathan Byrne. But even he, had a really good year as well. The pair of them at right back. If I could play 2 right backs, I'll play 2 right backs. But you can't. It's not part of the rules. You're not allowed. So we're obviously going to have to improve quite a lot. Centre-back wise, like Excellent Marvin was really good considering his attributes. Again, he's not got a huge amount of technical ability out of the core defending things that are required. And the drop-off that he's had this season in terms of performance has been massive. If someone wants to bid loads of money, I'll probably accept it. So I think a few of these guys will definitely leave, right? There's definitely room to cash in on a few of these players. But they need a lot of help, right? And do we buy a striker at the end of all of this? Where do we need strengthening? And again, that comes to you a little bit of where are the obvious points. And we've talked about this in previous videos, and you've left some great comments in regards to this. Goal scoring midfielders is a theme I can definitely get on board with. But I think it's this 3 here, this core of keeping balls out the net that could save us, right? Because we know these wing backs are going to attack. We know they're going to get forward. We have to be stronger in the middle, and making this bit stronger is going to have to be the priority going into the summer, I think, as well as probably getting in someone to play on this right-hand side. Like, I like Diangana, but I think we can get something a bit extra in there, and then he becomes a squad player that can kind of fill in on either side when Zaha's dropping a 6.3. That's been a big issue for me this year. Like, bringing on Elias Chair or Adam Armstrong and them not really clicking either. It's been the problem of the season. Again, Zaha has these games and these moments where you're like, oh yeah, he's great, but I'd like him to be third choice in a way, especially as he gets older, right? His physical attributes are going to go down a little bit. But we're in a position that's pretty strong. Again, 10th place in the Premier League. The finances are looking fantastic. Again, £50 million to spend going into the summer. And what are the options? This kind of explains it. Everyone who plays Football Manager always starts initially, right, by transfer value, and then you're looking for the value in the marketplace. But all you've got to sort of do is move your eyes over to this left-hand side. There are some decent players in this list. But they are the sort of players that if you're going to win a league, you want to have for like 2 years as you quickly move up and attract better players. What's crucial going into next year, and I might try and prioritise a cup run to make this happen, is we have to be in Europe. We have to attract European caliber players. And again, with 50 million quid, look, I'm a football manager expert. There's parts of this that I should be able to get done. I'm hoping. One man I would love to get, but I'm aware it's going to cost the world, is Michael Elise. We've already got his mate from Palace, right? He might be the guy, can play central midfield in an attacking role, can play on the left, can play on the right, can play through the centre as well. He's kind of got everything. If we can get him, I'm confident that things can move quicker, right? I think he'd be a real quality addition. And actually, he's the kind of player that if you buy, you're not having to replace in the future. And that's the big conversation of this transfer window. Who do I sign with the idea of not then having to replace? That bit makes it difficult, but I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to see where the finances of the club take us. Again, if you wanted to see some of these end of season games, I'm sorry that I didn't bring you to them. Obviously, I didn't upload for 4 days. I thought we'll play through. We'll come back at the end of the season when things can matter again. It was kind of obvious, right, from the last episode that we were definitely going to be safe. It was just a case of would we finish 16th or would we finish 8th, you might say. And we settled down then at 10th place. Liverpool win the league. Arsenal, Everton and Leeds are in the Champions League. That does things to the Premier League that makes me nervous. It also gives Everton and Leeds a lot of football matches. It's like looking at the network game in a way. Wolves have done well as well. And Villa in 14th. It's very much like looking at the network game. So yeah, United have dropped out, of course. Tottenham have dropped out. They'll have to come back stronger, reinvest in their teams as well. Manchester United are going to lose Cristiano Ronaldo. He's gone. I mean, I'd try and sign him. He's probably just going to retire at 13. I mean, fair enough, mate. You've played for ages. So it'd be interesting to see how they rejuvenate their squad, how Tottenham do similar things. Again, they've got players there like Harry Kane and Son Heung-min. Will they be out of here? Like, I don't know what they're going to do. Like, it's going to be really interesting to see how those teams adapt to not being in Europe and who nabs those players. We're also in the Premier League. Obviously, the big news in real life is that Haaland is joining the Premier League. The other bit of big news still is that Lewandowski and Mbappe are here. So that's obviously horrifying. We have to try and oust both of those two. Now, Lewandowski, a little bit older, hopefully similar to Ronaldo. By year 3, he's gone. But Mbappe at Man City, where is Haaland actually? Where are you, mate? Still at Dortmund, living the dream? At PSG, where no one gets hurt. Do you know what I mean? Other than all the players that play in Ligue 1. So, look, we've battled through this video today, and we've got some targets in mind. And so I did a poll on Twitter the other day. I was like, where do we stop the derby save? I think we give ourselves 3 years to basically decide, and this is the question: can Strikerless win the league with a newly promoted team? And that is the new question mark over this save. So I'll see you tomorrow for Derby County Strikerless. It better work, because otherwise this is embarrassing. Just at the very end of the video, I know people are going to go, your health comes first, everything's fine, because sadly, I've had this conversation loads recently because I'm always ill. But I am sorry for not uploading. Like, YouTube hates the lack of consistency. I hate the lack of consistency. If you did enjoy the video, it helps a lot if you leave a like on it. And again, tomorrow's video, if you can go a little bit ham on it, that'd be great. Yeah, I do this as a job, so it would be really helpful if we could. I need to start telling people it's my job, I think, so we get a bit more support on the series. So, thanks everybody. Sorry for the delays. Sorry for the lack of uploads. I wish it wasn't the case. We're not moving this through to Twitch, so don't panic. But yeah, I've not been streaming either. So people go, where's Glory Hunter? I've not been streaming. It's spoonfuls of gravel. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Hopefully we're on the mend. I feel very hot. I don't know it's maybe the light. It's been a while. I will say, if you want to keep up with everything I'm doing all the time, Discord, Twitter, I tweet a lot.